guys. So this reading will be for Gemini for the month of April. If this reading doesn't resonate with you, check your rising, moon, or Venus sign. There may be messages for you there, okay? Yeah, other than that, I hope you guys are doing well. All right, so Gemini. So right away when I cut the deck, go the distance and clean it up. So there's definitely things that you're working on, like loose ends that you're tying up in the month of April, and you're like determined to do this. That's the sense I'm getting right away. Let's see how this reading unfolds. Yeah, it's like you're tying there's like these random things that maybe you haven't dealt with in some time, or like it could be like emotionally or your physical environment too. But it's like you're working towards that treasure chest, right? It's a slow process, but you're like determined to get there. I think my daughter's calling me. Yes?
There's a bed at the door.
Oh, good. Okay, I'll come down and get it in a little bit.
Okay.
Is it inside? Okay. Sorry, it's spring break, so busy household. All right. Thinker. Yeah. So it's like, and this is in the recent past, so I feel like it's like things that you've been like thinking about for a long time, but there hasn't been any action. But like April's coming and you're like, I'm determined to take care of these things or make progress on these things, or you were like kind of just stuck in thinker mode in the past, but that's changing. That's the sense I'm getting. Yeah, in the past you kind of like maybe you were overwhelmed with what needed to happen, or like sorry, a little distracting. You were like overwhelmed thinking about all these things that you had to do, but you're like definitely gonna work on getting them done in April, or in the upcoming energy of your life. Yeah, it may have to do with things in the community, okay? It could be really in regard to anything like work, friendships, family connections, online environment, like volunteer group stuff in the community, like literally anything, just something to do with like a community environment, okay? And you're starting to like put yourself out there. This is your main focus. You're like focused now. Like before, it may have been like overwhelming. There was a lot of things going on, so you were just kind of more in thinker mode, but now you're focused and taking action. Yeah. Wonders. Wonders and love. There's something that happened that kind of like caused this shift for you, this energetic shift. I'm not sure what it is yet. It's kind of like you see the possibilities of what taking action on these things will bring. It may have been a shift in love in your romantic life. Let's see what else comes out. Into the unknown, coming to life. So again, as I was saying, like in the recent past, like you may have been overwhelmed by the amount of things to do, right? See how there's this blindfold on? It's still forward movement into the unknown. But here, like in the upcoming energy, this is the sense that I get. This is upcoming energy. It's like that blindfold's off, and something shifted for you, huge. And you're like in this like go-getter mode now. The blindfold's off, coming to life, all that energy, right? Before you were just kind of like treading along with your blindfold on. And now it's like that's off, and like things are picking up. The energy's moving. That's also, I see this. The energy's moving like up and out. Up and out. It may have been in regard to a romantic connection. We'll see as this reading progresses. Because that card actually represents truth, which unconditional love is truth. But I'm actually getting the sense that there's a romantic connection here. Let's see. Listening. So this is at the heart of the reading, okay? In the recent past, like thinking, not a lot of action, just heavily thinking on things. Then there was this shift, whatever it was, there was a shift, okay, in between that happened in between these two cards. And you're like more in tune now. You're more in tune with what needs to be done. Grounding is also reflected here. Grounding in regard to your heart chakra, there's a lot of green too. But listening to your intuition. But there was some type of shift that happened in between these two modes. But you're like way more receptive now than you were in the past. Because like in the past when you were in thinking mode, just kind of like thinking about everything that had either like things that had to be done or like circumstances in your life, it's like looking back, right? Now, the current energy, as you're watching this video, you're much more in tune. You're looking forward, being grounded, healing the heart chakra, moving forward. You're definitely out of this mode. There was a shift here, okay, in between these two energies. It may have had to do with a choice in love. This is reflected a couple times here with fork in the road and making a choice. Okay, so you may have been in thinking mode because you weren't sure what way to go, but that has shifted is my sense. That's shifted. Like maybe a truth was revealed to you or something was expressed to you that caused you to like come to life a little bit, like start like bloom, right? Blooming. Yeah, here's that grounding, that that root chakra. This is definitely like, there's been a lot of progress in regard to your root chakra. Because what happens when people become overwhelmed, they'll root and ground, right? Or not move, not take any action. So that was like the past energy. The recent past energy was like working on healing this root chakra for this forward movement. You're like way more in tune now. You see, right? Because this is an upcoming energy. Because there was that like root chakra healing, this opened up for you more. The heart and the third eye. As I was saying, you're way more in tune, right? You see. Whatever the shift was, you'll know, okay? Whatever the shift was, it was wondrous. It was big. That caused like this up and forward movement. But you're also remaining grounded during this. So it's a very delicate balance that you're maintaining now and in the upcoming energy. I'm impressed, actually. It's not easy. So this is good. Yeah. This is what you're up and out. This is where you're headed, up and out. You are not in thinking mode anymore. You are in tune. You see the bigger picture. You're also being grounded and working on healing, but also like dreaming big. Healing, being grounded, but also dreaming big. This is a delicate balance and you are pulling it off in April. Let's get a spirit animal. Yep, exactly, up and out. Again with the heart chakra opening while still seeing the big picture and healing the root chakra is, I mean, this is incredible energy, Gemini. Nothing is wasted. Whatever this event, this shift, you really harnessed it. Like, you totally harnessed it. And it really motivated you to start working on things, basically. Sweet results await. That's what happens when you do the work, right? That's what happens when you do this kind of work. Sweet results await in the upcoming energy of your life. I'm also really drawn to the number 7, which is the card of Chariot, the Chariot in Tarot, which is forward movement. There was, whatever this shift happened, I honestly don't know what it was, but you will likely know what I'm talking about. That helped you to harness these energies and kind of tie everything together. It's bringing awesome things your way. Truth transcends illusion. Yeah, again with the green, right? And also up and out. So heart chakra upgrades for you in April, third eye upgrades because you did that root chakra, that really difficult root chakra work. It's paying off. It's paying off. But yeah, also truth transcends illusion. So there may have been, remember how I was saying there may have been a truth or something expressed to you that kind of kick-started this? That's what it was. That's what whatever this shift was, this wondrous shift, that's what this was. Like a truth or emotions communicated to you or something like that. All right, let's clarify with tarot. Yeah, justice. So Libra energy, but it brought that balance. And remember how I was saying it's a very difficult balance, right? It may have also been the Libra full moon that we just had. That was a really powerful, that may have been the shift actually in the recent past. That may have been the shift for you, Gemini. Harnessing those energies, all right, of that release. But remember how I was also saying that this is a really delicate balance of healing the root chakra, seeing the bigger picture while staying grounded and opening your heart space. You're pulling it off really well. You're pulling it off really well for April. You may have also utilized that full moon energy to release this state of non-action and just kind of like either overthinking or thinking about all the things you have to do, that kind of thing. Justice was brought to that. Okay. So wonders. This was the shift. All right, so Ace of Wands is like that passionate new start, but also this is in the recent past, and we had equinox, right? Astrological new year, the start of spring. See how there's that bunny there? Ace of Wands, passionate new start. In regard to 3 of Cups. So celebration, community, it could be like a passionate new start of something in the community that came up again. That was in one of the other cards too. That was the shift. Whatever was communicated to you, this truth about love, or like a realization about something, this was the shift. Okay. Yeah, because under that voyage, and it's in regard to those deep emotions, that root chakra, that deep dive, right? That voyage is like start of the next it's like part of the next part of your journey, like kind of kick-started you from this energy to the next part of your journey, like up and out. Yeah, Ace of Swords, it's that truth. Whatever that truth was, or something that was communicated to you, or you had an epiphany about in regard to love, it was completely like freeing for you. And it's like the main crux of what's helping you to balance these energies. I have a feeling it had to do with the full moon, the Libra full moon that we just had. It helped you release something. Maybe about like a third party situation in the past. It just like kickstarted you into this really good place. Knight of Wands. Yeah, as I was saying, it kickstarted you into this really good place. So the Knight of Wands is like pursuing his passions with quick, energetic determination. You're seeing the bigger picture. It kickstarted you into that energy, right? Completely supported what I just said. Gemini, so this is also a cautionary message of like being committed to this process. I don't see anything that would indicate that you're not, but the Knight of Wands can be kind of non-committal sometimes. So I know you like to start tasks and then stop them just as fast sometimes. So just make sure that you remain in this kind of like strong, grounded energy going forward. All right, like yes, pursue your passions, but don't let it burn out just as quickly. Okay. All right, be spirit, sweet results await. Yeah, the Magician. You've totally manifested this. You've totally manifested this. Whatever that shift was, that release for this like passionate new start, full of like truth, love, like passionate energy, seeing the bigger picture, forward movement, being in tune, being grounded. This is what you're manifesting, these sweet results. Two of Swords. Two of Swords. So indecision or stalemate. That's represented several times in the overall energy. So we have making a choice, right? Fork in the road. And so it's like so many options. So many options. But I think that you know, like, I get the sense you definitely know what way to go. Like your intuition is on point right now. And you're wishing that like overthinking mode, or thinking about like all these things that you had to do, you're actually doing them, right? And putting them behind you. You're still going to be dealing with a lot of these in April, but you're gonna get through it. I don't see anything that's saying you're not. It may almost be a sense of like, what do I work on first? What do I start working on first? Right? All right, let's get some. Let's do Divine Awakening of the Soul. Yeah. Okay. What do I start working on first, right? To get rid of that energy. And also, again, healing and being grounded. That's totally here, and with that root chakra, right? Working on healing that root chakra. And like that strong forward momentum, grounded energy. It may have been something, you know, having to do with kids or your own childhood experiences that was very tough for you to go through. This may have been one of the realizations after the deep dive that you did, that you had in regard to love or your romantic connections. Or someone may have communicated it to you. But either way, it was like this sense of release for you in the recent past. Okay, I do get the sense someone communicated something to you in regard to love or emotions. Or they will be. I feel like it already happened, to be honest. Because this is where the shift occurred, right here in the recent past. This is where the shift occurred. Yeah, because in the past, under thinker, those inner demons, justice was brought to this, or you were able to release some of these from the past. It may have been from childhood or something surrounding children. Overthinking about that or thinking heavily on it. This is what was like released for you or integrated. This was part of the shift. But there was something else that was communicated to you that, I don't know, let's see. This was the shift. Divine masculine. It either helped you in regard to your own masculine energy, or like if you're masculine watching this, right? You're kind of stepping into your divine. This was the shift. Stepping into your divine masculine energy, or if you're a feminine, integrating your masculine energy in a more healthy way after healing some of these like past inner demons, right? Or a masculine communicating something to you. Okay, this was like the shift or a realization about a divine masculine or something like that. That was the shift. Take it how it resonates. Yeah, as I was saying, you're very in tune and grounded at this time. This never ends, okay, this soul searching. It's an ongoing process, okay? But there was like definitely an epiphany or realization that helped this shift, or some type of like sudden communication that helped this process. But you're like super in tune with your intuition at this time, and also truth, because that's represented here too, because that's the literal meaning of this card is truth, love, but also truth transcends illusion. It's like you had a major realization about truth, or someone communicated truth to you, or you're realizing that unconditional love is truth, or this is all you're interested in listening to at this time is truth. All of those messages are coming through. So that part's a little murky. I think it's just going to resonate differently for any person that watches this, but seeking light. My sense is you see it, right? Because this is third eye again. This is what this card is clarifying. And again, it's like you're seeing the bigger picture and you're going to pursue it. This is your passion. This truth. Because this is at the heart of the reading is the Ace of Swords, which is like truth, epiphany, realization. This is your passion. It's truth. Yeah, as I was saying, right, about the childhood thing. So either stuff from childhood, or if you have children, this has been healed and you're being guided from ancestors. See how we have two opposite ends of the spectrum here with the cards that I just pulled. Guidance from ancestors and children. So this may have to do with, children that you're involved with in any capacity. Ancestors guiding you in regard to that. A situation surrounding children, or also helping you heal from your own childhood situations. And this is what you're working at this time, and sweet results await in regard to this. You know this already. Love comes in waves. Yeah. Love comes in waves. It's like that ripple effect. That's how I'm taking this card. That ripple effect from childhood to ancestors. Right? That ripple effect. Guidance in regard to healing your childhood wounds, which in turn, if you have children, will help heal that. But also, if you have children around you, be ancestors guiding you in regard to that circumstance, those circumstances. It's like that. That's the message I'm getting from this card, ripple effect. You're no longer in this like thinking and observing mode. There was that shift, and now you're just going for it. You're like taking care of all these things that maybe you were putting off for a while. You dealt with that recently. Also, what I'm noticing in this card, I do feel like it was a romantic partner Because you see how the romantic partner's like pulling each other through the barriers. This is also at the heart of the reading and under the Ace of Swords truth. And there's like this message of like the shift of some type of communication. There was a shift in regard to some type of romantic connection that brought a lot of truth for you, clarity. But it's like pulling each other through for the light, right? Because this is in the upcoming energy, and in the recent past was those demons. Interesting reading. Okay, Gemini, I hope that helps you for the month of April, and I'll check in with you next month.